So I've been noticing a lot lately that the country seems quite divided. In politics and religion, there seems to be a lot of name calling, a lot of fighting, a lot of infighting, and it doesn't do anyone any good. We're not going to solve any of the country's problems if we're fighting against each other and half the country thinks the other half of the country is evil and is purposefully trying to destroy things and cause people harm. So I think the way to get about it is not talking politics like we do, but to come together and to kind of change the culture of things. We can reach a lot more people through culture, through music, movies, jokes, articles, things like that, than we can through talking politics. So I thought, well, okay, what can I do to make a difference? Instead of just saying, hey, someone with musical talent, why don't you write a great song and record it? Because I don't have any musical talent. But I wanted to do something. So the idea I came up with was to start a Google Plus community. Maybe eventually it'll turn into a website, Facebook, Twitter, I don't know. I'm not sure exactly where it will go, but it's called Human Excellence. It's on Google Plus for right now, and it's a place where those of us on the conservative side can come together with people of all different political views or no views at all, people of different religions, races, everything. It's a place where we can come together and find the good, a place where we can share things that inspire and uplift us, and a place where maybe we can find common ground. For example, there's a debate on schools, public schools, private schools, charter schools, what's good. Instead of going at it from a political realm and saying, well, politically this is why this happens, this is the best way to do this has been tried, it hasn't worked. I posted a video this week of a kid, he's I think 11 years old, and he's giving a TED Talk, and it's called Why I Love Hack Schooling, and he talks about his experience in kind of homeschooling, and they do it a little bit of a different way. They have time outside, he kind of studies what he wants instead of, he kind of talks about what he wants to do and how he wants to learn instead of having a set curriculum. And I think it's awesome to have that discussion of, hey, this worked for this kid. That's pretty cool. What other ideas are out there? Maybe there's a charter school that's doing something different we can share and we can discuss. And we can discuss the pros and cons. And not that one size fits all, this needs to happen everywhere, or that the government should do this, but just celebrate individual accomplishments. Celebrate the accomplishments of people like Tesla and Jobs and Gates and all those people who saw a problem and came up with a solution, who had a great invention, and just things like that to encourage people to think, to come together, to talk, to solve problems together, not to debate. It's called Human Excellence. It is kind of in beta right now. We've shared a bunch of stuff. We have some members. We are going to be, as more people join it, we're going to be separating out into categories and things like that, but we don't have that quite yet. But I'd love for you guys to come join and share the things that inspire you and make you want to be better or go out and do something. What are some of your guys' thoughts from the stuff you've seen in there so far?
Well, first I want to ask, can I post the link in the chat? Are you ready to have people join from our chat? Okay, I will do that.
Awesome. No, I think it's really critically important that we do stuff like this to make sure that we have that additional area of communication between us and maybe as Andy referred to them before, normal people. Have that kind of that bridge to talk about things, to look at our commonalities instead of what divides us, and maybe make some inroads through something like this. Create a bridge.
Yeah, well, and going along with that, I kind of like the idea of having something that isn't political that I can go and read and look at. One of the things with Facebook is that the longer you're on it, the more things that you click and like, the more it tailors the things that show up in your news feed to the things that you click and like. So if you're like me and you follow politics, pretty soon all you ever see is political comments and articles and things like that. So I really like this idea, and I haven't had a whole lot of time to spend looking at it just yet. I'm hoping to within the next week or so. So thanks for putting this together, Ryan. I really like it.
Yeah, no problem. So speaking of bridges, Felicia shared a video in there. There was a woman who was standing on the side of a bridge. It looked like she was going to maybe jump, and a bus driver pulled over, or was at a bus stop, I'm not quite sure. But he got out, went over to her, put his arm around her, talked to her, helped her come back over the side onto the bridge, and just sat there and talked with her. And it's that type of thing that I'm looking for. It's not, oh, the government should put a bigger guardrail there so that no one can jump, or anything like that. It's not, well, the economy's so bad because of this. It's just celebrating the good. It's celebrating the little things that people do in life, and it will help hopefully encourage other people to look around and to look for opportunities to help and look for ways to help and think about others instead of thinking about themselves.
One thing I really like about the refinery is it's so diverse. We not only teach each other how to reach into vast and different sections of society, but also back into vast and different sections, and Fishy touched on this, of the conservative movement.